A man arrived at a large company for a job interview. The position offered an annual salary of $1 million, but everyone was shocked by his appearance. His clothes were dirty, and his face was covered with paint. The company owner wasn't happy to see him. Instead of making excuses, the man told the truth. The previous night, he had been arrested for failing to pay a traffic ticket, so he never got the chance to go home or change his clothes. The owner smiled sarcastically and asked, "If a man came to an interview without a shirt and I hired him, what would you think?" The man smiled back and replied, "Then he must have had an amazing pair of pants." His quick-witted answer made the owner laugh, and he was given the opportunity to interview. The real challenge started with an unpaid internship. There were 20 interns, but only one would earn a permanent position. Even though he had a young son to support, he accepted the challenge without hesitation. Every day, he arrived before everyone else and worked with complete dedication. He always finished his work early so he could pick up his son from school. His manager often gave him small tasks like bringing coffee or running errands, but he never complained. Soon, life became even harder. Unable to pay the rent, he and his son were forced out of their home. With nowhere to stay, they spent nights in a public restroom and later in homeless shelters. He spread paper on the floor so his son could sleep comfortably. Whenever someone knocked on the restroom door, he quietly covered his son's ears. After his son fell asleep, he studied under dim lights, learned new skills, and even sold his blood just to survive. One day, he was invited to meet an important client who asked him to arrive within 20 minutes. He rushed out, but his manager assigned him another task on the way. By the time he reached the office, the client had already left. Instead of giving up, he visited the client at home that weekend with his son and sincerely apologized. Touched by his determination, the client introduced him to several valuable business contacts. Finally, the last day of the internship arrived. The manager called him into the office. Trying to hide his nervousness, he joked, "At least I'm wearing a shirt today." The manager smiled and said, "Wear one tomorrow, too, because your job starts then." For a few moments, he couldn't speak. Tears filled his eyes. After months of struggle, sacrifice, and determination, his hard work had finally paid off. As he walked out of the office, he clapped for himself and smiled, knowing that patience and perseverance always bring success.